Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's been a minute since we've done a Ginyu deck, so I feel why not. What I am actually going to do is I'm going to quickly change something into here. There was something I actually forgot to do, was I want to put in some 5-drop freezers just in case we get a Broly match. It just means that if they ever do go down to 2, we have a way of lethal. So we're just going to put in 2, I think for cut purposes. I think what we're going to do is we'll maybe cut a Naze. It is a 10k combo, which kind of sucks, but I'm also going to cut one of our draw. I'm finding that I'm drawing into these extra cards a bit too often as well. But what I want to do is I just want to quickly bring everybody's attention to this. If you haven't already seen it, if you're on the client, please fill out this survey. This survey more or less is just how you enjoy Fusion Worlds. Is it complex? Is it easy? Do you play other card games? You know, the traditional stuff you'd expect to see in a survey. But at the very bottom, there is a section where you get to put in whatever comments you want. Obviously, keep it constructive. But what I've done is just sort of try to address the free-to-play element. The client itself I absolutely love, but there is no free-to-play element, and the wildcard system is terrible. There's no like dusting, there's no disenchanting, whatever game you come from, whatever game you've played before, whatever they've called it. So those are the major address points that I've put in. Things like our opponent disconnecting, yes, while it's something that's very, very frustrating, it only happens to me like once in every like 40, 50 matches. I did have an occasion where I got it back to back a little while ago when I was playing my Vegeta list, which I think I did explain in one of my videos previously, but like things like that are quality of life, which I'm sure they're aware of and they will be looking to fix. But for me, I want to address the core of the game. Free-to-play players have no place in this game currently, and it hurts their experience. It hurts our experience as well when it comes to experienced players, because they will eventually get good enough to hit God rank, right? They might already be good enough already. They just are not willing to wail on a game to get them there. Like, do you know what I mean? And it's a completely understandable point of view for a lot of people, especially in digital games, because there's no resale value whatsoever. So yeah, for me personally, yeah, so there we go. We got the Broly match, which really sucks, but the freezers are there to literally get us into that winning position, hopefully. We're going to keep this. We have a 1-drop and we have a 2-drop, so it's as good as it's going to get for now. But yeah, that's when it comes to that survey, sorry, I forgot the word there. When it comes to the survey, please make it constructive. Don't be the online unga bunga troll. Like, that's not going to get you anywhere. Just try and keep it constructive. I think we're going to charge Zarbon. And there we go, we just pass here. But yeah, like, it's one of these things, guys, where I really, really want people to keep it respectful to an extent, because there's a lot of people out there, especially in the community page on Fusion World. For those of you that aren't on Facebook, there is a community page for Fusion World, and a lot of the client related stuff you see in there are just people trolling. Like, they are just wah, like cry, and it's really, really bugging me to look at that. So if we can keep the feedback constructive, hopefully they'll actually act on it. That's the important part, is trying to keep them in a position where they actually physically want to act on it. I think we just charged this Ginyu, honestly. We'll play this. We're going to attack, and then we'll rest Gohan. We're going to swing Sorbet into that Gohan, and then if he takes that, we'll just go into his life with the leader. And then we can go face here. See, look at that. We cut one of the extra cards, and we're still seeing all 3. Like, oh, it's frustrating, man. Honestly. Right, we have to go hard and fast. Honestly, if I was going to see any 3 extra cards, I wish it was this one, because this is actually really good into Broly. Us being able to put on like 25k to an attacker is very, very good, because those odd numbers into Broly are also very good. Okay. I'm honestly surprised, unless he doesn't have it. I suppose it's the same thing, but the energy marker, yeah, I suppose it doesn't really matter. And I want to keep this alive. I know if he attacks, we're not protecting, but I really don't want him to attack into this. He probably will now, because he knows that this is probably just going to get rested. And we have Recruitment to Ginyu, and we could even use 2 of these next turn. Yeah, of course, we're just letting that die. We'll take that. We got a Jace as well, which is good. I'm not going to use 3, so we're charging 1. I mean, I could end up using 3, of course, throughout the game, but I'm not having that. We're just going to attack into this, I think. We have so many attacks coming at him with him being a 15k leader that I honestly don't mind. I would rather just get the draw, clear that off the board. Yeah, I suppose we take the life here. It's a super combo. We'll just leave it at 20. I don't know if I want to awaken this turn, we'll see. It is possible. Obviously we don't take the life, but we play this Ginyu. And again, we're just going to poke him down here. Do we go higher? That's the question. So what would this be, right? So we have 20k, no sorry, 5, 10, 15 on top of 10, so it'd be 25. But I kind of want to save this for when we have our Frieza. I think we just do this, honestly. Either that or we could put it on the Jace attack, actually. No, that's fine. We'll leave it at 25. What I'll probably do is we'll use the extra card, we'll see what we dig into, and if nothing else, we'll play Jace and we'll just pass. So let's see what we draw. Ginyu and a Zarbon. We have to assume Vegeta's coming, right? So I think I just play this. If he kills this off the Vegeta, it's 1 less of anything else. And plus, it's a Ginyu force as well, meaning that... Or another Frieza army. Do we awaken? That's the question. I think I do, and I think I actually just use this, you know. We're gonna do that. My main reason being is that if he decides to, instead of clearing a board, decides to put pressure on us being a 15k leader, which would be a bit silly, but it is a possibility. Okay, and we have a Raccoon Ginyu again for the next turn, so I think that was a good choice. And then we just pass. So this is by far Ginyu's worst match, right? And the reason being is that we don't swing with crit, so everything that they get to hand is a card in hand. Obviously, we lose to the androids once they hit that 6 energy. They have a large hand size, especially, you know, like I say, he's at 10 currently. If he Vegetas, he can potentially clear 2 battle cards. He'll likely only clear 1 because we'll defend the other. So we need to put out as much pressure as possible to get him to 2, because our 5-drop Frieza is literally the only way that I think that this deck can beat Broly. I don't think that we can win it through our 25Ks. Even with this extra card here, don't get me wrong, it's really, really strong, but you need to see them all. Like, if they combo out of 1 or 2 of the attacks, or on the turn that we do it, if it's not going for game, they'll just take the life, and they're just like, okay, well, now I'm sitting there perfectly massive in hand, and there's nothing really that we can do about it. So he's ramped again, so he obviously didn't have a Vegeta, which is good. No gigantic meter, please. Please. Instant Kamehameha, okay. Oh, okay, he's sacked the energy off for his leader skill. I was about to say, I swear he was at 6. And we're going to protect this. If he dumps both on and puts it at 40, we just leave it. But no, he's not, so we're going to protect this. Super combos in Ginyu are a weird one. They're good for defending your battle cards, but other than that, they don't really give us all that much. It's 10k offensively. It's like super combos in this leader compared to other leaders are very strange, honestly. So we're just going to try and poke away here with 5ks. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. This it doesn't really matter. I might put a 10k on this just to force him to use something from hand. Yeah, we'll do that. Because if we just put a 5k on it, he's just going to use this. Yeah, I think we can just attack you. We have a lot of attacks coming at him this turn, and that's a good extra card as well. So we'll leave that there. And again, we're just going to put on another 10k here. So we will essentially go down to 3 energy after we do the Raccoon Ginyu, so we can play another Butter, but honestly, we need the energy for these, I think. She's got 1 open as well, so we have to be aware of the gigantic meter. It is only a 15k at this stage actually, so maybe this is the right time to do it. So what would that be? So we would need to play the other 2 first for sure, but so it would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 plus the 10, so it would be 40k. So we go up to 60. Obviously we do not take the life, we'll play the Ginyu. Untap 2. I think we do it on this one. This will be what, 65k-ish, give or take? 60k, okay. We could have played the Butter to get it up to 65, but honestly, I think this is fine. If he defends here, which he doesn't, that is also fine. What we could do is just actually pass here. Because if he does go into androids, he can kill 2 of these. But what's he going to kill realistically? It'll most likely be the active mode ones, swinging to the rest. I don't particularly care about poking him down at this stage because this is just going to annoy us. So I think we can just pass the turn here. We could play Butter and pass, actually, instead. I think maybe we do. Yeah, because it's 2 less energy next turn, right? So let's just play that and pass. We could have played the blocker, but it's not that big of a deal. What we're probably going to have to do is use some of the board presence as combo power. Oh, I kinda do want to protect that though. So we only have a 5 though, that's the annoying thing. I want this off the board. But defending this for him to then just androids us would also be very bad. I think we have to just let it die. He will likely androids us this turn. I don't see a reason why he wouldn't. Ah, of course. Yep, that also works. And we don't have a super combo anymore. If we draw into our 5-drop here, this would be very upsetting. Yeah, that was a good play, the Gohan. I never actually thought about that. I thought he would look to try and clear the board. I think we just skip charge here. Yeah, I think we just skip the charge. Let's play the Sorbet first. So it's another one of these extra cards, which is good for us. Okay, so he didn't combo that off. I find that surprising. It's really annoying that we're having to use them, but... see, we need to keep a wide board. This is the problem, because if I start comboing battle cards off the board, he's just going to easily clear the remaining ones, and with him being on 2 life, it's a problem. If he has another 6-drop Gohan, this is basically over. I don't see a way that we can just keep beating him down. That 35k is a really annoying number for us to deal with. We know that we have a super combo, it's a lot easier, but... he's going to 6 energy again, meaning androids could be coming, so the blocker might not be the worst play. Do we maybe just combo off 1? No, because we need the Ginyu Force for this extra. Oh, it's a tough decision, like, it really is. He doesn't have a 6-drop, so I'm just thinking in case he had the Android 16, he doesn't have a 6-drop, Gohan and drop. So he would either need to combo one off or look for us to kill this, which we're obviously not going to do. Yeah, I knew we were going to run out of time there, but I think it's fine. I think my decision was leaning more to not playing the Zarbon, but we could have got some attacks in. It's fine, it is what it is. Keeps them in active mode as well, meaning that you can't just swing into them. I don't mind taking a couple of life, just to see if we can dig into our 5-drop. The problem that we have is that all of our combo power basically is 5ks, so even if we see the 5-drop Frieza, there's next to no guarantee we're going to win that. We know he has an instant Kamehameha because we saw him add it. Yeah. God, I hate the Broly match when you play Ginyu, honestly, it's so difficult. Yeah. I think we just let this die. If we combo to protect it, he's just going to swing the 6-drop at it instead. I would rather take the life. Okay, so he doesn't. So you can just wait until he adds his 8-drop now. We have to charge in case we see the 5-drop, but the 5-drop now is dead to us. Like it's. So I think we just charge this. Putting a 10k on this just so it's more than this. And then we're going to attack. We'll put this on as well. We'll try and get him to 1. It's our best bet is keeping him at 1, or like have him at 1. $60k is a bad number for us, but and then we're just going to pass here. But I'm not attacking with these cards. I'd rather Broly not just have a field day here. To the androids, yep. And he leaves 2 energy open defensively as well, so I think the game's pretty much over. We haven't seen any gigantic meters, he hasn't ramped any or charged any either. So I think the game is pretty much done here. We'll see if he decides to attack. I think he will, because the 3 cards we could get here are probably not going to save the match. Okay, no, so he doesn't. Christ. Yeah. Let's see what we get. If we draw into our 5-drop here, I'm going to be so upset. Nah. Okay. He's got all the combo power on the board as well. I mean, what? These are all 5s, right? He's got 15k combo power just on the board. We'll see what we draw off this swing. Super. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Right. Yeah, I think this is it. I think honestly we can just dump everything into this and just concede. I say that. We'll leave it there. We'll do the Zarbon, we'll take the life, we'll see what we get off the life. It's not going to make a difference really. Another Ginyu. Honestly, I think I do use this. Because if we use it and we draw into another one of those extras, it's very unlikely, but there is the slightest inclination of a chance, and that's not it. So... good luck getting out of 50. Good luck, buddy. Good luck. Let's see you get out of this one. Okay. Alright, we're just going to retire because the game's over. Yeah, that was a rough game. It always is when you play Ginyu into Broly. There's not really much you can do about it, but it is what it is. As soon as I saw the Broly leader, I was pretty much resigned to losing that match anyway. But yeah, so... But just to finish up, guys, on the survey, please do go out and fill this out, and if you do it, please make it constructive. Don't be the online trolls that everybody hates to see. Just give them some constructive feedback around the stuff that you really dislike. So, for example, I really like the client. I think it's a really, really solid client. I think that there's a few things that need to change just on the quality of life stuff when it comes to the actual gameplay. The biggest problem with the digital side is the gems. It's to do with what you get in your weekly bonuses and your missions. not being able to like dust or disenchant your cards to create the ones that you actually want. You know, if you only want to play red and you just keep pulling blue, green, and yellow SRs, there should be a way that you can disenchant them and get, like, even if it's 25 or 33% or whatever the percentage is, to give you that back in a wild card. Or not like percentage to give you the wild card, but a percentage towards a wild card, I should say. That should be something that they look to do. I mean, Magic the Gathering doesn't have the best way of doing it, but it's still better than this. And, you know, I've played Magic the Gathering Arena, I've also played Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. Master Duel also does something kind of similar, where I think you get like 20% or 25% of the actual pool. Again, Hearthstone I think does the same. I think it costs, like, back when I used to play Hearthstone, so you'll forgive me if the numbers are wrong, but it was like you would need like 1600 dust to create a legendary, but when you disenchant one, you only got 400, so it was like, for every 4 you disenchant, you can get 1. Which, again, is not great, but it's something. It at least gives you something to use as a free-to-play player, and it gives you a basis for grinding as well. But for me, the biggest thing they need to fix are these rewards. Like 10 gems a day, 20 gems for a win. Like, these are just not going to cut it when you're talking 1,000 gems for a 10 pool. And again, oh wait, we actually... No, we don't have a pack. I thought I was saying we had a pack there. But yeah, so these are the things I would like to see changed, and again, I'm pretty sure everybody in the community would also agree that these are big changes that are needed. So the best way to get to them, guys, is literally using this survey. So I believe it's free up, or it's available up until the 26th of April. So you've got about 4 days to fill it out. I would thoroughly recommend everybody going on here and just giving them their opinion, again, in a constructive way. Don't just be that online troll. Just explain it in a way respectfully that gets your point across. Hopefully they start taking this on board, and maybe we'll see some improvements by set 2 or maybe set 3 at the latest. But yeah, so guys, thank you very much for watching the video today, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.